Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back. I'm Heather, or Miss Postweight if you're one of my students, and this is Pages with Postweight. And today we're going to reckon with my absolutely hardly anything done reading journal. Yay! So if you are a procrastinating or life be lifing person with a journal, grab it because you're gonna feel so much better if you want to do it with me. So how about we just be regular, normal human beings with imperfect reading journals together? So if that sounds good, stick around and let's fill this thing in. Before I do that though, I wanted to show you guys this really cute gift that I got for my birthday from my kiddo. It's on Etsy, I think, is where they got it from. But it's a counter for the books. So then they come with all of these. And I actually read another book today. So I get to put 22. Oh my gosh, she's killing it this year. 22 books. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I thought that might be fun to do. We are gonna go fill in my totally empty, very, very little filled in reading journal. And yeah, please bring yours along. I know that if you're anything like me, you kind of love, I don't know, I love to kind of watch people with their journals and their planners and all their creativity and all their great ideas. And then life happens and sometimes it slaps you over the head and you get nothing done. And so that is where I am. If that's where you are too, we are totally in good company. So let's go fill this puppy out. Anyway, this is probably part one because I'm not getting very far with it today. So part one of So you're a imperfect planner. Me too. All right, let's have fun. Okay, well, let's get started with our reading journals. And can't wait to show you how little I've done in mine. Yay! 2026. Totally winning. Anyway, yeah, haven't filled in my index yet. Or my reading stats or anything. Yep. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to do this. Truly. Oh, look, there was something that I actually filled in. All my books. But I haven't put a single book in the library yet. Go me. Not doing that today. Another day. We can do it together. Nope, not monthly favorites and not the Matrix. And that's for the end of the year anyway, so no harm, no foul. Could have done book club, but I forgot to print the pictures. So let's try something else. Look, I actually put a book in for Sharon Draper. Yay, I read a book. And I'm working on this slowly. Yay, okay, let's do trans authors. I do have a couple. I read for the trans readathon, and I thought I had 4 at that time. I'm still got 2 more that I'm finishing up. But I can't officially tell if one of my books, if the authors are trans or not, and I don't want to out somebody or get it wrong. So this is Jude Saves the World. It is a Canadian trans writer. Might be non-binary because I know Jude was non-binary in the story, but it was a fun little middle grade. This one is Twin Cities, and I met the author. They are very cool. This book has nothing to do with anything LGBTQ, but I know they have another one that did. This one actually talks a lot about the immigration between Mexico and the United States and living on a border town. And then this one, Soooo Des, I just finished. Loved it. Trans author who is from Puerto Rico. I'll talk more about that later because it has to do with like a connections. But I do have 2 more that I'm reading. Nothing that I have finished so far fits the rainbow. Oh well. But the buzzword challenge, I'm doing good. I have quite a few covers to put in. So that makes me excited. You just saw my measurement sheet that I print off these pictures. If you ever want to see that, I can show you it. So I feel pretty good about this one. So I'm killing it on the cover challenge. This one is body parts, supposed to be the things that are internal that you shouldn't really see on the outside. And so there is blood on the cover. It counts because you shouldn't see blood, right? For home is where the bodies are. It was a book for a book club. The next one is Silhouettes. And this is Heroes by Alan Grant, and you got some silhouettes on there. It was a really good book. Alan Grant nails it. He's a great middle grade writer. This has action and movement, and Kwame crashes the underworld. He is totally moving on this cover. This book is awesome. Such a good book, following Kwame as he falls into the god world, the underworld, and you get a lot of mythology. I loved it. The next one says Accessories. This is the game of Noctis, and they're wearing different masks and things. So totally, I think a mask is an accessory, don't you? I did not put the cover for Nightingale because it's still June. This says Wings, and I read The Nightingale way back in like January. So I feel like I might actually be able to do that one here in June. All right, Something Like Home. I read that in January. Oh yeah, keyboard keys. Home, like the home key is actually a key on your keyboard. And then again, Soledad's, a one-word title. I really enjoyed that book. I need to sit down and talk to you guys about it. So I finished it this month. Maybe I can do a wrap-up in June. But there's the buzzword challenge. Yay, me! We have to celebrate the little things, right? Okay. Oh, here's A to Z middle grade name game. I had so much fun with this with my students this year. I have read 4 this year. I read a bunch more last year. So, yeah, I need to work a little harder. But of the 22 books I've read, 4 of them had a name in them. So, yeah, I'm getting there. So, J for Jude. And K for Kwame. We'll get there. I love these stickers. I really love how this layout came out. It looks good. Kwame Crashes the Underworld. That book is so good, and it's got such great storytelling, adventure, representation. It's really good. I think the next one is Sunny. This one I didn't love as much. This is a graphic novel series, and it's another one of those where the illustrator author is basically chronicling their life when they were younger. This particular one, it was like in the 70s. The kids read them, but I don't know how much they enjoy them, and I find them kind of meh. And then, of course, Percy Jackson. So, read that one with the kids, finished it on my own. 4, not bad. I'll read a few more this summer. Not going to put these in yet, but I do have several. Not going to touch that one yet. I am working on the Beat the Backlist. I have a way of marking them. I did mark some of those. Yes. Okay. So this is the kid one. This is the side quest High Seas. And so I made a promise to myself in doing this that they had to be middle grade or child literature. So I can't count any books that aren't in there. And I got through level 1. I'm really proud of myself. So that's 10 books that all fit for level 1. So the other rule that I made for myself is that I can't go to level 2 until I finish level 1. So the first one is a fantasy novel. That is Lunar Boy. Loved that book. Number 2 is Set by the Ocean, and that's Game of Noctis. Kind of a Venice type setting, definitely by the water. Number 3 would be recommended by a friend, and it definitely was recommended by a friend. I had to read it for something else. And then chosen for its cover is Blended, number 4. Number 5 is The Vanquishers. That is the first in a series. I really enjoyed that series, and it's kind of surprising because it's a little bit nerve-wracking scary, set in a world where supposedly they have vanquished all of the vampires. And yeah, chaos ensues. Number 6 has a stormy scene, and for sure that book fit that one with Kwame. And involves siblings. Characters are siblings, and they are twins in Twin Cities. Hence the name. The next one needed to have 6 words in the title, and that is officially the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Lightning Thief. So overachiever there. Number 9 needed a boat, and that is set in Pearl Harbor. And the last one is supposed to be the author's last name matches yours. And so upside down, I put Freak the Mighty. Phil Brook, I think, is the last name of that author. So yeah, I had never read Freak the Mighty, so that was a good read. Hard, kind of hard-hitting. So yay for me and side quests. So here's connections. This is me doing this challenge again because I loved it so much. Thus far, I only have 3, so probably should start reading. And the summer challenge just came out. It's the next one. And I actually did a little bit of a setup with you guys in a small video that I'm adding in. For here, I needed to start with a book that maybe had plenty to work with. So I picked one with a nice long title. So this was Home is Where the Bodies Are. That way I could match a word from the title with the next one, which is something like home. Really great book, novel in verse. I actually listened to this one on audio and then went and bought the physical copy. I definitely want this one on my shelf next year. And really an impactful read. Very much enjoyed it. The author of this one is from Puerto Rico, and that is important because that's the next connection, which is set in the country where the previous author is from. So I have this big long story about finding a book set in Puerto Rico. I could find plenty of books about Puerto Rican characters. I could find plenty of books written by people who are from Puerto Rico, but having it set there was becoming a bigger and bigger challenge, and even got help from the librarian to track down a book, only to realize the whole time I had this other book, Sordidis, in my to read pile because I had grabbed it for the trans rights readathon. So I got to finish that one. Fantastic. I can't wait to talk to you guys about this one. I really want to. It's not only does it set in both Puerto Rico and the Yucatan, but it has indigenous roots to it. And I don't know if you've read a lot of indigenous literature, but oftentimes the writers they write so differently, so beautifully. I love the stories told by indigenous writers. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I am super excited to share that one with you guys. And now you're going to see my new reading challenge. This is the summer one. I just put it into my journal and I'm a little chaotic in this video. Yeah, okay. Hello, hi. So I am doing the 52 book challenge summer reading thing, and I just wanted to show you guys. They came out with their board, which is a game board, which is kind of funny since I just kind of did a similar thing with my redo of the connections. I was a little nervous, but this is totally different and it's so cute. So it's a game board. And so we're going to be rolling a dice, a 6-sided die. I have my cute green one and I have my cute little frog. I don't know if anybody's ever been through the training, but it's like a high picks, just breathe training. And you get this little frog, and every time you see the frog, you're supposed to remember to breathe. So I think he's perfect for beach reads. So it's this game board, and it's got chance cards, which I put these cute little summary stickers on so that I can randomly choose. So there's 6 of those. Why are you talking? And then the whole thing is you start with a genre card, and you pick your genres. I can do this. You pick your genres, and then based off of your roll, whatever you roll, and you land on, it's going to match one of these numbers, and then that's the genre that you go to fill in the blank. So I thought it might be fun to do my very first roll with you guys. Watch me get this one, which I don't want, which is holds overdue, and you have to change one of those to something else. So let's give it a go. Fingers crossed, no 6. Okay. So of course I'm gonna get a 6. I got a 2, yay. Okay, so we move our little friend to a blank word title. Roll to see how many words long. But it's a 2, which means, ooh, I'm reading nonfiction. Okay, so nonfiction, and how many words are in the title? 2 word title. Okay, so let me write down. Sorry, this is so wobbly because I'm holding my phone. Okay, a 2 word title, and that's my first one. So I wanted to put a dot because you know me and my dots. I love dot markers. I love dot markers. Okay. I'm a mess. So I'm going to use my dot marker to show that this is where I landed, and find a 2-word nonfiction title. I'm so excited about this. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, yeah, thought I would add that in. So here is the official finish of that page. I put pockets in. And thanks for putting up with my bad camera angles on that last one. Okay, this is my nonfiction. And so far I've only finished 2, but I am like literally reading. I probably have 4 started at the moment. So for sure I should finish 2 this month. So I'll have at least 2 more. I'm way behind on this goal. Go me! I did love 107 Days by Kamala Harris. Made me sad, but yeah. And then Digital Minimalism has actually really been a good book for me and made me make some decisions. Anyway, so as you can see, there's January, and oh, actually I filled in some things in January. I love the stickers. I love the jellyfish, and yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. That's my reading journal right now. Aren't you glad we did a little something together? Well, thanks for being imperfect with me. Have a good one. Bye, guys.